Hello, welcome to my channel Team Camp. So in this channel I'll make coding tutorials. So today the first video is Python. So introduction to Python beginners. Alright, so to start, first you have to download software. So you go to python.org. Alright, and then there's this download button, and then you click here, and then you press this. So once you press this, this comes up, and then you can open it. And then first you have to check on this button and then install now. Alright, and after this is installed, I have already installed it, so you have to first install it. And then the second software will be PyCharm. So this is where we will code. So to download that, you have to go to jetbrains.com/PyCharm. I'll have the link in the description for both. And then you click download here. And then there's this professional version for like scientific and web Python development. So it's like you have to pay for it. First you can get a free trial, but you can download the community version for now. So you click on download, and then this pops up, and then you can open it. So it says that it will open it in a few seconds. So basically Python is a multi-purpose language which you use. So Python is already a written language. You don't experiment. I mean, you can experiment, but it's like you can't create new codes, if you know what I mean. And then so PyCharm, you can download PyCharm like that, and then this will open up. So you have to create a new project, and then you just can name it anything. So then you create a new project, and then you click on the project. So you click here, right click, new Python file. So you can name it anything. Let's just name it first project. Okay, so Python includes a lot of stuff. So let me explain you. So I created this notes, so which will help you guys. So Python is a multi-purpose programming language. You can use it for a variety of different tasks. Python is the #1 language for machine learning and data science projects. YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, and Dropbox and Pinterest are created by Python. So now you know what can you create from Python. And then types of data. So Python has 3 types of data. So first is numbers. So you can include numbers. So that is 10 or 133, any number. You can even include it in decimals. And then we have strings. So strings are basically words. So this is my name. So this is a string. And then we have Boolean. So Boolean values are only true or false. So you can store Boolean values, and you can ask the user to put in true or false. So that will make it a Boolean value. So then we have different kind of strings. So int. You can type int. Int is basically the answer of user. And then you have float. Float is used to store decimal values. So basically, if you ask the user something, so if you want that answer, so you can use float. And I'll explain in another video how the float tag works. And then we have the Boolean tag. So it's only called bool. So you can use it to store true or false value, just like the float one. And then we have strings. So then string course.upper and course.lower and course.find. I'll explain it in another video. And then we have arithmetic operators. So this is basically to multiply, divide, add, subtract, anything you can. So yeah, you can use the float one in this one. And then we have Boolean expressions. So these are also arithmetic expression operators, but it's like another part of arithmetic operations. So Boolean expressions are these. So and, or, not. So and means basically you're asking the user to type two things. So if you're asking the user to type two things, like type in true or false. So if he types true, if he or she actually, so if they type true or false, if they type like anything, then the thing will come true, like the thing will work. So that is for and or is basically if he types true, then something will happen, and if he types false, then something will happen. I'll explain it another time. So, and if statements and else statements are also really important. If statements is basically telling if the user puts this, then this will happen, and if the user puts this, and then this will happen. So let me just show you a calculator that I created, then you'll understand more about the if statements. So I go to open recent, and this is in my another project, so I'll show you that. Okay, so just a second. Alright. Okay, so this is basically like a calculator I created. So there's just some things I was testing. So in Python you have to test a lot. So if you test, it's better. So you should keep testing. So I was just testing. So yeah, and so let me just remove the things I was testing on. And now let me run it. So you can click there to run the thing. So first I said name input, what is your name? So it says here. Then I type my name, and then it's asking me, is it winter? So it's not a calculator, it's an alarm. So if I say true, so yes, it is winter. Is it vacation? Vacation is starting tomorrow, so let's just say yes, true. Then it says the time to wake up. So if, over here you can see the if statements. If season equals true and vacation equals true, print 12 p.m. So yeah, that happens. And then if season equals true and vacation equals fall, you print this. So and then this is my calculator. Let me show you how this works now. It's main2, run. Wait, just a sec. There. I was experimenting with this also because I like to experiment. Now experimenting is a good thing because you should always experiment when you code. So you should also experiment when you when you code. Now it says error, so there must be a problem in my code. So you should always check your code. So let's see what is the problem here. This. The code lines always start with egg in the first place. So see, now it will be fixed. There. So you can type any number. Let's type 3.7. And the second number, let's type 10. 110. And then it asks you, what do you want to do? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Let's do multiply. So I type this. And there you go. You can check in a calculator, so the value will be this. Now I'll explain how the arithmetic operations work in another video. So this video is just introduction now. And then this is the one I was telling here. So these string course.upper. So now I'll explain how these work. So you go to PyCharm. So now over here I have typed word.upper. Now I'll explain what that means now. Okay, so it's still running main2. I want to run main because this is the main file. Now I click run again, and then let's type something. Let's type hello. and then when I press enter, it automatically capitalizes this. Now when I put lower here and then I run it again, and let's type some hello in capital. Hello. And now when I press enter, it goes in lowercase automatically. See how that works? So for the first time when you do Python and see it's working, it's really exciting. And I'm sure it's fun. Okay, and yeah, so that's this. So this is the basic introduction, and I'll see you in the next video. Like, subscribe, share, and the other things the other YouTubers say. I mean, I'm not really sure because this is my first channel. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.